trying to show the world who I really am.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Shang-Chi storylines that changed the Marvel Universe.
2 weeks ago, you were parking cars, and you want me to believe you're now saving the world.
I actually did take a little bit of martial arts as a youth, so I'm gonna try and grade this fight as we're going.
You were meant for greatness. Don't hide who you really are.
For this list, we're looking at plot points, characters, and other details that will impact the MCU moving forward. This naturally means there will be a few spoilers. What are your predictions for the future of Shang-Chi and the MCU? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Shang-Chi and Katy in the loop. After the events of Endgame, the Avengers found themselves down a few members. Natasha Romanoff and Tony Stark sacrificed themselves. Steve Rogers passed on the shield, which Sam Wilson only just recently accepted.
So, a black Captain America, huh?
Damn right.
On top of that, Peter Parker is dealing with legal trouble, Thor is off with the Guardians, and Wanda is still working through her grief. Long story short, Earth is in need of a few more mighty heroes. In a post-credits scene, Wong, Bruce Banner, and Carol Danvers welcome Shang-Chi and Katy into their inner circle. While the word Avenger is not said, it is safe to say that Shang-Chi and Katy are officially part of the gang.
Hell yeah.
We can expect to see them in future crossover movies, not to mention at karaoke nights. Number 9. The Real Mandarin. The MCU hasn't had many facepalm moments, but the Mandarin twist in Iron Man 3 remains infamous.
What are you? What are you, decoy or a double, right?
What? Not a study. No, absolutely no.
The short film All Hail the King promised to rectify this, which Shang-Chi finally made good on. While Ben Kingsley returns as Trevor Slattery, Tony Leung also does the Mandarin justice. Just as Wenwu has gone by various names, there are many different shades to his character.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power.
Initially, Wenwu is only driven by power and selfishness. After falling in love with Jiang Li, love, revenge, and grief become his main motivators, emerging as one of Marvel's most complex antagonists. Although Wenwu's redemption comes with his sacrifice, the Mandarin moniker could live on.
It's time for you to take your place by my side.
Since Xia Ling is continuing the family business, she may adopt the Mandarin title as well. Number 8. Two Michelle Yeohs. Michelle Yeoh gives one of the film's most memorable performances as Jiang Nan, Shang-Chi and Xia Ling's aunt.
You are a product of all who came before you.
Yeoh previously popped up as Alita O'Gord in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This isn't the first time that an actor has played multiple MCU characters. Kenneth Choi starred as Jim Morita in the first Avenger, and his grandson in Spider-Man Homecoming. Nan and Alita exist in the same time period, though. A direct relation seems unlikely, seeing as how they're a few worlds apart and Alita is an Arcturan.
Yondu, Doctor. I will see you in the stars.
The resemblance may just be a coincidence, but could there be a deeper link between these two? In any case, we can expect more MCU doppelgangers, with Gemma Chan playing Minerva in Captain Marvel and Cersei in Eternals.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Number 7. Ta Lo. Jiang Nan is a guardian of Ta Lo, a mystical realm shielded from outsiders. Villagers have lived there in harmony for years with otherworldly creatures like Morris.
Oh, what is that?
Shang-Chi and Xia Ling are given a chance to reconnect with their mother's roots, but they ultimately leave Ta Lo. While this pocket dimension remains a secret for now, Shang-Chi could become a link between two worlds, uniting them when another cataclysmic event inevitably arises.
Everything you need is already inside of you.
Ta Lo might not be the only society hiding in plain sight either. Since Ta Lo stayed under wraps all this time, who's to say there isn't a reclusive mansion where mutants seek refuge?
You're in my school for the gifted, for mutants. You'll be safe here from Magneto.
If Ta Lo is any indication, there are many layers that have yet to be peeled back in the MCU. Number 6. Dragons. Remember when the dragons made their debut on Game of Thrones? We had a similar reaction when the Great Protector stormed onto the scene in this movie's climax. Technically, this isn't the first dragon we've seen in the MCU. A fire dragon chased Thor out of Muspelheim, losing its head in the process. The Great Protector is a different species of dragon, though, preferring water over fire. It's also an ally to our heroes rather than an enemy. Forming a bond with Shang-Chi and Xia Ling, the Great Protector helps to defeat the soul-sucking behemoth before taking its leave. Where will the dragon venture next? Are there other dragons out there?
Why have you come, Fin Fang Foom? I did not summon you. I do as I please, Mandarin.
Most importantly, could the Great Protector's presence be hinting at a certain villain's arrival? Number 5. Bruce Banner, human again. A post-credit scene sees Shang-Chi and Katy meet Bruce Banner and Carol Danvers via hologram. Bruce is still wearing his arm sling after snapping half the universe back into existence in Endgame. The real takeaway here, however, is that Bruce is back to his regular human form with whiter hair. What happened to Professor Hulk?
18 months in the gamma lab. I put the brains and the brawn together. And now look at me.
Did Bruce find a way to switch back and forth with ease? Is his angrier alter ego still lurking underneath his skin? We're given few details on what Bruce has been up to, but we imagine our questions will be answered in the upcoming She-Hulk series. We'll also probably learn what Carol's urgent message was about in the Marvels. Oh, and on another game-changing note, Carol has long hair again.
I like this one.
Number 4. The Abomination back in action. Speaking of the Incredible Hulk, it's been over a decade since we saw the green guy go head-to-head with the Abomination. A British Royal Marine turned willing Gamma experiment, Emil Blonsky has only briefly been mentioned since the battle in Harlem. Tim Roth reprises the role in Shang-Chi, where we see Abomination clashing with Wong in a cage fight. Although Abomination has brute strength on his side, Wong has wits and portals, getting the upper hand. While we're not surprised that Wong won, we didn't expect him to be so chummy with Abomination after. The two not only know each other, but it appears Abomination is working with Wong and the other sorcerers.
Choose your weapon wisely.
Maybe that means Abomination won't be an antagonist in She-Hulk. Number 3. Zhang Li's death. As Shang-Chi and Xia Ling are kept safe, their mother, Zhang Li, dies at the hands of a deadly gang for Wenwu's deeds.
My father trained me to be the 10 Rings' greatest weapon.
Wenwu breaks out the rings and gets his revenge, but one loose end remains unresolved. After years of training, Wenwu tasks Shang-Chi with assassinating the last person involved in Zhang Li's murder. Shang-Chi decides that he doesn't want to follow in his father's footsteps, escaping to America under a new alias.
You changed your name from Shang to Sean?
Yeah, I wonder how your father found you. I was 15 years old, all right?
Assuming Shang-Chi isn't keeping a dark secret, this likely means that his target is still walking free. If Shang-Chi were to encounter the person he was supposed to assassinate in the sequel, would he continue down the virtuous path, or would vengeance rear its ugly head?
You were meant for greatness. Don't hide who you really are.
Number 2. The 10 Rings will return. Xia Ling's father wouldn't let her into his empire, so she created her own. In another post-credit scene, we see Xia Ling merge both empires into one. Xia Ling takes over Wenwu's headquarters, giving it a graffiti-covered makeover in the spirit of her cage match arena. Razor Fist has also allied himself with her. With Xia Ling sitting on the throne, there's no doubt that the 10 Rings will return. What remains unclear is how the organization will change under Xia Ling's command. Will she lead the 10 Rings in a more honorable direction, or will Xia Ling inherit her father's cruel hand? If it's the latter, will Shang-Chi have to fight another family member? Either way, the 10 Rings should be a major force throughout Phase 4 and beyond.
The 10 Rings are stronger than anything in your universe.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Signal. In addition to the 10 Rings organization, the 10 Rings themselves could shape the MCU's future. During the post-credit scene with Shang-Chi, Katy, and the other 3 heroes, they attempt to decipher the nature of the Mandarin's rings.
If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
Even Even Wong is bewildered by the rings with little information to go on. While still shrouded in mystery, we know that the rings are even older than Wenwu. The rings are also something of a beacon sending a signal somewhere. Any number of characters could be receiving the signal, from Fin Fang Foom to Galactus to Kang the Conqueror. We wouldn't be surprised if it was multiverse related either. Whatever waits, the rings might define Phase 4, just as the Infinity Stones defined the past 3 phases.
Big bangs and 6 elemental crystals hurtling across the virgin universe. These Infinity Stones each control an essential aspect of existence.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.